As the general election draws closer, the opposition parties are accusing the ruling APC of using intimidating tactics to subdue everyone on the election. Do you think this is true? I am Jennifer Chineke. Let's go hear from the people what they have to say. We'll be right back.
From what has been happening, or what has transpired so far before now, even as we are speaking now, it entails that they have an intention of doing so.
Relating it to what is happening now with the Chief Justice, is it true?
Yeah. If you reason that way, your reason will not be bad. Reason being that what has happened as regard of CJN, we all know, or rather, the Constitution have already spelled out or how such matters should be treated whenever it arises. So with that line, you will say that somehow they actually have the intention of rigging the election if eventually they lose out.
From all indication, they are.
Why?
The signs are there. You can see the arrest all over the country, and there's been these sentiments, even with the current developments with the arrests of a purported indictment of Onogen, and so many people have been muffled, and you cannot really express yourself. People cannot express themselves, unlike the Jonathan administration, where there was free will to freely campaign. You can see the whole across the country, people are not campaigning. Yeah, so it's the indicators are there, so it's clear.
I cannot say it's true or false. You know, when election is around the corner, everybody will try to outsmart each other. So you can always point accusing finger or lay allegation on your opposition so that you can edge them. So whether they are plotting to rig or not, it has always been the thing every time election period is around the corner. So I cannot say yes or no. It can be yes and it can be no.
Things of politics, I didn't really want to comment on it, but I think it's still political propaganda. The Chief Justice is a legal procedure. I think the case with Code of Conduct Tribunal right now, and I believe that the Nigerian judiciary will do justice to it. Despite the fact that asset declaration is something that is vital before you occupy a delicate office as such, you still need to follow through the direct procedure through the NJC as required to prove it.
The reality is we aren't in the platform to decide who is rigging, but as it stands, so we encourage everybody to do everything or to their possible best to make sure they get the masses to their side. But definitely one thing you will always get is, some parties trying to create attention, prevent some probably likely future occurrence. So that could be a strategy that some other parties are using. But I think it's not a one-party affair. The institution that is in charge of the election differs from the political party. So it is something that is very open, for everybody to see, and actually not within the political parties that are in the context. Even the international communities and their agencies are also monitoring. I think if there is anything that is not too plain, in regards to the maybe relationship between the party and the electoral umpire, I think they will also come in. But as of now, I have not pictured anything, toward the indication that any political party is having the electoral umpire to their self, not to talk about the intention to rig.
Rigging the election, to me, God is the person that gives power. Whoever God have chosen in this 2019 election, all of us are going to be surprised. Whether rigged or not rigged, whoever God has chosen is definitely going to take it at the end of the day. So I just believe that by the grace of God, He's going to give us someone that will lead us to our promised land. Forget about APC rigging the election or PDP rigging the election. All of them, they are riggers, but God will give us, God will give us a president that will see us through.
This allegation is laughable because if you look in 2015, we were in the opposing side. The ruling party there, the PDP, were in power then. There was no hue and cry. We did our homework. We did very well. We were sure of victory. We won the election. If the opposition now felt they are confident and they have what it is to win the election, I think they don't need to panic. And I'm sure that they are aware that we have made progress as far as the electoral system is concerned in this country. We have moved from the era of rigging election. Jega has been able to reform the electoral system. And so we are confident that at the end of the day, winner will emerge.
The flag bearer of All Progressive Congress have been winning elections since 2003. And of which we all know that the electorate, 85% of the electorate have been voting him, and they have been stealing his mandate then. And God have make it 2014 with the electronic device of accreditation voters. We were able to dictate, the electoral body were able to dictate and ensure that there is no more rigging. And we voted President Muhammadu Buhari. He was elected into office and today is in office.
Anybody that is trying to rig election is just wasting his time or is disturbing himself.
I cannot say they want to rig election. The Nigerian people will decide who they want, because I never see any sign that they want to rig election. Nigerians are watching, everybody's watching. Then as soon as they go, if by God's willing, we pray that the best candidate will emerge. They have to follow the normal procedure. If the man is guilty, nobody's above law. We try, but the way they do it is not supposed to be like that. Chief Justice of the Federation, it's a disgrace to the country.
We've heard from the people, both the people supporting the ruling party and the opposition parties. I am Jennifer Chineke. Keep watching DMItv.